You get the blood from?
Sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. Sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. Sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. Sounds bad, but it's all good. Check this out. Well, it's a Sunday night in my hood, show you by. Where the players and hustlers know we gonna get that ass tonight. So we gon' roll out to show. Can't forget the strap, hell no. Cause ain't no telling what's crackin' when home is straight out for the dragon. Now how many players know about this? Tossed off the gin and the chocolate, stumping out the city streets to find that free for the way. I know it sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. I know it sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. I know it sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. I know it sounds bad, but it's all good.
Now these are the tales and you know it's all good. It's all the same and ain't no change in every neighborhood. Now back in the days when I was a scrub, my uncles had me serving cabbie, pushing dimes to dust. Now the dimes went to quotas, quotas went to pounds, and all the fools knew the rule not to step on our stomping grounds. Cause that's when the pop started to holler. You knew that death was always a hard thing for mama to swallow. Jimmy Cracks in the back, beating the hell out his wife. He knew he was wrong and he was gone, so he took his own life. Now these are a few tales that used to happen. I never said that it was dead because we kept it cracking, and you know that.
It sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. It sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. It sounds bad, but it's all good. These on tapes, tapes from the hustle. It sounds bad, but it's all good. Now times are so cold.
Hold on. So what? I need a little bit more. So if somebody came into this neighborhood like me from outside and said, why do you think people sell drugs here? Run down a few of the reasons.
Well, I can imagine because in their time, like when they first probably got introduced to drugs, it was, when they were doing it for the money. And then there's, because they don't have the right education to go get a nice paying job. And probably because, education, the money, and I can imagine there's a couple of more reasons,
You got a lot of little kids running around this neighborhood. Why doesn't this whole, move away, okay, thanks. Why doesn't this whole neighborhood rise up and throw these drug dealers out?
Well, shit, the whole neighborhood might be the drug dealers.
So it's not possible?
Sure it is possible, but it's going to take a joint effort. It's going to take more than 5 or 10, 15 or 20. It's going to take an organization of people who really don't want it here.
But I don't understand why that hasn't happened already.
Well,
so many kids walking around.
Sure they are.
People scared?
It's just how hard it was for you to get somebody to talk. You know how everybody say, no, I'm not going to be the one. That's just how hard it is.
People are scared.
See, you only got one person to talk to you.
What are they scared of?
Who knows? Who knows what they're scared of?
Are these dealers violent?
They're human beings. They're just like you. This is a job for them. Just like you, just a job.
But will they hurt you if you try to stop them?
Imagine if somebody tried to take your food off the table, what would you do? And you got kids, that type of thing.
So really the neighborhood here is kind of scared to try to kick these dope dealers out.
So, I can imagine that's probably it.
Good. Right. Anybody here sell drugs?
So what you trying to say? He's a drug dealer?
No.
Why you can't?
What are you trying to do?
What you trying
I'm a good guy. He's gonna look like a hero.
Okay, why would you? No, don't say why would you? I mean, why could you answer?
I'm trying to find somebody who sells drugs to talk to me.
Why could you answer this question like I was
saying?
You asked him a question. Well, you asked him the question. Do they drug dealers sell drugs around young kids, right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't ask you that.
No, I said there's so many young kids here. How come you guys let these drug dealers sell drugs?
Okay, listen. If you wipe out all the drug dealers,
Yeah.
all right, in a percentage of area, you mean to tell me there won't be no new drug dealers move in and come in? It's just like you just like a weed plant. You pick it up and you kill it, right? Is any more weed plants gonna grow, or is they gonna stop growing?
But if everybody here said no more drugs, all you guys could drive these people out.
We are not the problem. The problem is, how do the drugs get in the community from the store?
But you got your neighbors who are selling drugs to your own kids. How come you don't throw them out?
Listen here, this is what I'm saying. If you say you stop all the drugs for like a whole year, there's always gonna be a fresh new breed gonna come in. It's like if you're not selling it, you're a user. See what I'm saying? So they feel most of the drug dealers who feel like this, if they ain't gonna use it, they might as well sell it, because they're gonna end up going from one side to the other. Either you're gonna be a dope user or a dope dealer. It's just like we sit up and we talk about why we want to run the dope dealers out. You have to start with the younger generation to give them a positive attitude. We don't have no programs around here.
Yeah, but you're letting these guys sell drugs out of these houses.
But listen to the program. Why we don't have a program where we give the kids an attitude where they want to play baseball every day or want to play basketball every day, where they won't have to be around drugs, and then when the next generation come along, they have the positive attitude. I want to be somebody. I want to be a baseball player, a basketball player, where they be so positive in their mind that when drugs come to their mind, they're gonna want it. So if you ain't have nobody buying drugs, then how can the drug dealers be there?
No, that's true, but you still let them sell the drugs. One more question. Let's see. Okay, you made a good point about the weeds. Remember you told me about the weeds? Yeah. Okay. Why are there so many drug dealers? Why are there so many people willing to sell drugs to kids?
Well, see, some people, it's like most drug dealers really don't want to be a drug dealer. They just like using the drugs as a stepping stone, because they don't have no program. Like I said, they don't have a program where a person have an opportunity.
You really believe that?
I really believe this.
The mayor of the city is black guy.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. This project, listen. It's not no prejudice or racial issue here. It's just in a society and environment that we are living in. Listen, I've been living in this project over 20 years. I done seen the generation done change 4 or 5 times. I done seen drug dealers come before drug dealers, and still yet y'all clean out them. They gonna always be someone new. See what I'm saying? It's like you never gonna. Some of them is sacrificing their self. They say you might have a family of 6. It might be one drug dealer in that whole family that's sacrificing himself so his brothers and sisters won't be able to sell dope, where they can give them a positive attitude. But you know, it's many guys around here want to give the image to these kids to being a basketball player or doing something positive. But we don't have those kind of foundations. We don't have those programs to give the kids.
So you don't think these drug dealers are all evil then?
No, all drug dealers. You get half of the dope dealers. I believe if they had an opportunity, they would sponsor programs so kids would have a better image than they have themselves.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I guarantee you that. Well, how would y'all know? Y'all never take a poll on it.
I think they're greedy.
You know, every opinion.
You think they're greedy?
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. Because see, it's like this.
Drugs, they're hurting people.
No, but see, listen. Okay.
But I want to hear from a drug dealer. If anybody around here sells drugs, you tell me your side of the story. I want to hear. I want to. You might be able to tell me.
Have you ever sold drugs?
Never sold drugs.
You think somebody
I never
just
took
tell
drugs.
you they selling
Never
drugs?
took.
Why not?
Top?
Why not?
The parents, yes.